your back. Stand up straight. Yo, stop. You good? Look at this hair though.
Nobody wants to see the hair. Somebody wants to see this hair.
This way, because I'm like,
No!
like my ponytail is cockeyed. Yo! So today we're making some what?
Soul food!
For some soul food Sunday dinner. A sweet potato corner right here. We got the sweet potatoes. I might use one more. I don't really know yet. We got marshmallows, sugar. Yeah, that's the sweet potato corner. The greens corner right here. We got the mac and cheese corner. These are all the cheeses that we're gonna use. And we got the chicken corner, because we're gonna fry up some chicken. Stay tuned if you guys want to see how I make this Sunday dinner. And I promise y'all, it's actually soul food. Take your big bowl, fill it up with some cold water. Make sure it's cold. Some vinegar. How many you want?
600.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
I don't know
two.
why you count chicken wings like
Because
that.
if you get it in the store, they're gonna give you two, and it's two.
Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You just
12.
want 10?
I want 12.
Okay.
You should just cook all of it.
Just cook all of it?
What you think?
How many is that?
So I can have more chicken.
I just don't like old fried chicken.
Alright, so I'm just cleaning my chicken now. I used vinegar. You can use some lemon juice as well. And I'm taking off all the little hairs and furs. Disgusting. And then here I am just seasoning it. Actually, this is Papa seasoning it. I think he got some garlic powder, parsley, however you guys want to season your chicken. I like to use garlic powder, parsley, paprika, onion powder, salt. It's depending on the day. I like to use some sazon, adobo, celery salt, and Tony's. Could also add some slap your mama. It all depends on how I'm feeling. Once you have your chicken all washed, cleaned, and seasoned, go ahead and mix it all up. As Papa was mixing up all the chicken, I like to just go in and add some more seasonings if I feel like the chicken needs some more seasonings. I don't ever measure, so I just go based off of my ancestors telling me it's not enough or it's enough. They was like, you gotta add some more seasonings, you gotta add some more herbs. And then here come Papa playing with the chicken and massaging the chicken, and girl, he just don't know when to stop. So anywho, I'm adding in the buttermilk now, and he over here talking about it's so cold, it's so cold.
It's supposed to have milk. Oh, let's go! It's so cold! Deeper, deeper!
Make sure you mix it all up nicely.
Oh God. This definitely tastes nasty, right?
Right now, yeah.
After the buttermilk, I like to go ahead and add in some hot sauce. Okay, because I got the Swiss.
Alright, let me see. Let me help you.
Oh.
What's the sun here?
Can I pour that water in? Got vinegar?
No, that's nothing. Alright, go wash your hands.
Turn it.
Why you talk so much? Come here, I love my woman so much.
You don't want me?
Do you love me?
But it's not the same love I have from your mom.
Son, I'm leaving.
Not Papa talking about he leaving. Anywho, I added in some peppers, scotch bonnet pepper, onions, garlic, thyme, and then I'm just covering it up with some saran wrap. You guys will see that later on in the video, what I added into it. And then I'm just gonna leave it in the fridge while I go and prep my greens.
Stop lying to it. A little bit cartoonish.
But that's real life.
That is really good.
Alright, so here I am just prepping to wash my greens. I'm taking off the stems, and then I have a bowl full of water and vinegar, and then we're gonna go ahead and chop up the greens and put them in the bowl and really wash them, because greens are so gritty and dirty and you just want to make sure you get all the dirt off. So before I wash my greens, I actually like to line them all up once I take off the stems. That way I could roll them up and cut them all evenly. And then that's when I like to go in and wash them, because I feel like it'll get deeper into washing them, if that makes sense. And here I am. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and roll it up. Roll it as tight as you could, like you're rolling a blunt. And then you just cut them into, like, I want to say at 1/2 inch to 1 inch slices. You can make them as thick as you like, you can make them as thin as you like. It all depends on your preference. I personally like them like 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart from each other. And then here I am just washing them, making them nice and squeaky clean.
There's the whole thing. Let me just see how much we have first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're throwing it out.
The stems, yes. You want stems.
Okay.
Alright, so now you have to roll it.
Wait, can I try?
Hold on, let me just roll it up real quick.
Can I put it in there?
Yes. You need to clean them and let it soak in water and vinegar, because it's dirty. Greens are very dirty.
Because we saw fleas on it. Fleas on it. Can I put
You
that?
said fleas?
Yes.
Well,
Fleas all flies.
Okay, put them in.
Huh?
Put those in.
How about the cutlets? And these? Smell like rolls.
Where's your stool?
Okay. Don't do any more. Don't put any. No.
I'm just pushing it down.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, can I do it? Smell like rolls longer. Alright, well, how am I gonna put that in? It smells like rolls longer. I said grandpa or Bobo.
This is long.
As my greens are getting nice and squeaky clean, I like to just heat up my pan, put oil in it, put my smoked turkey leg, and then I go ahead and chop up my veggies. I use onions, garlic, sweet peppers, and then I go ahead and saute those veggies. You could use ham hocks, but I don't eat pork, so I use turkey drumsticks. You could use turkey necks, whatever your preference is. My baby loves him a turkey leg, so that is what I get him.
The peppers and the onions in, and just letting it saute, and we're gonna add the red pepper too. Wait, you have to take off the middle part though, the seasoning.
Right here.
One of you not with the father, son, till they're not fight. Rain on me, put the blame on me. Got guilt, got hurt, got shame on me.
Let me find out you know how to cut.
What else?
This is what it should look like. Let everything just saute down. You can even turn this over. And I'm gonna go finish cleaning the greens. We have to finish. Should I do all these too? I should do all of it? Alright, so I'm gonna put the rest of the garlic in here.
What? What's going
Alright, so can you do this with the greens?
Pick up the garlic and put it.
Once the veggies have sauteed down and you can really smell the aroma, I go ahead and add my greens in small batches. And I do this because I like to make sure that I saute the greens a little bit, and you'll see like a little darker color. And then when you see a little darker color, you can go ahead and add another small batch of the greens. And you just want to keep on doing that until you have obviously no more greens left and you cook them down. You do not want to burn them. You just want to make sure that you saute them a little bit so that they can have the oil on them and they're wilted just a little tiny bit.
I love when you count me up. 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 My name is in your mouth. Sure, sure. Don't take more. I just stop. All 911. Call the body.
Now I'm adding my chicken broth. You can use any brands, it doesn't really matter, but I'm adding 2 boxes of these, and you want the greens to be covered but not like completely covered. Now I'm adding some red hot pepper flakes. This is essential, y'all. You want a little kick to it. And some brown sugar. Ain't nothing like some sweet and spicy greens. And then I'm adding some chicken bouillon, some black pepper. The chicken bouillon already got salt in it, so I don't add any salt unless it's necessary. And also the chicken broth also has sodium in it as well. And then I also lastly add some vinegar. I only start off with a little bit and then I taste it. I like mine to be a little bit vinegary. I like that a lot. So you guys just have to go by based off of what you like. Once it comes to a boil, you want to turn it down to simmer because
I believe that you love me. Miss regrets, can you please exit out my own? Miss regret,
Oh, it's like candy yams.
Can I try?
stress. I came about my flesh. Some things I must confess. Spoke my truth, paid my
Baby, you want to go with, he wants to go with this.
No, you can't. You can't, man. Chew it on. Your hands is very small. You'll cut yourself.
You could put all the sugar and everything in it, okay? And this.
You could go in the night. Because we can put you to your bed. You wanna go to your bed? Huh? What am I asking you for? Huh? You wanna cut yourself? So stop saying you wanna cut it. I'm trying to hold your hand, you're not even moving your hand.
And you want to try to make it the same thickness.
Hold on. You gotta go with my speed. Or you gonna cut me. Sorry. Sweet potato. Yams. Is yams sweet potato?
Don't really got marshmallows.
Sweet potato fries.
Can I smash it up?
No.
To make it circle?
Oh, you
We're gonna put it
yeah, you could do
here.
that.
Wait, can I wash it? Can you put this up?
Oh no, you scared of the knife?
You wasn't scared of the knife before?
Oh God. One thing about you
Oh man.
is you're gonna make a mess.
Well,
Cause
here's your... Can I do it? Like put it in there?
yeah. Let me just cut it. See, I have to be careful. This knife is not really sharp as I want it.
Wait, can I put it? Hey!
Oh, sorry.
You could do this one.
Yeah, you got a lot of them to do still. I think this might even be too much. Go ahead, put that in. I might need it bigger.
I'm putting all that stuff in, okay?
This is like
Can I do it?
Yes. Go ahead.
Watch out.
The yams are done. I'm gonna drain them. I'm gonna get that water out. But alright, so while it's hot, let's put some butter. Just grab the butter.
Can I grab it?
Put it like in each corner.
Can I do it?
Put in it.
Can I wash my hands?
No, cause you about to. Yes, I know. Me too. So I'm just putting the butter in all the corners while it's still hot.
So let's get into this candy yummy sauce that I make for my yams. So I first go ahead and melt some butter. Make sure it gets nice and melted. You're gonna also need some syrup. Again, I do not measure, y'all. So I just taste test. If it gets too syrupy, I add more butter. If it tastes like too much butter, I add more syrup. Now I'm adding in some white sugar. I'm adding in some brown sugar. And I also taste test to make sure that I like it. Soul food is not supposed to be healthy, okay? Soul food is supposed to be comforting. That's why they call it comfort food, because after you eat it, you just want to be slumped out on the couch. Now I'm adding in some vanilla. I go ahead and add some ground cinnamon, and then I also add in the actual cinnamon sticks, and I also put in vanilla bean paste for just a little bit more of a vanilla. Here I am adding in some vanilla bean paste. I just probably did like a tablespoon of it. Take your little finger and like taste it, and if you feel like it's good enough, if it's sweet enough, if it needs a little bit more syrup, if it needs a little bit more butter because it tastes too syrupy, then go ahead and add it in. Go ahead and add in your nutmeg, your cinnamon, a little bit more cinnamon. And yeah, then it's good to go. Super easy, super quick. And then you go ahead and pour it all over your boiled yams. Just looking at it is making my mouth water. Yo, it is so freaking good. Like, oh my god. For the mac and cheese, I like to get a pot of boiling water, add in some olive oil. If you don't use salt, you can also use chicken bouillon or chicken broth. Go ahead and add my elbows and just let it boil down. So for the cornbread, I add in 1 egg and I add in some buttermilk. Again, I don't measure. If you guys want to follow the Jiffy cornbread recipe on the back of the box, you're more than welcome to. But I just go based off of what looks good. I add in a lot of sugar. And you just mix it. And I end up putting them in little cupcake containers. And I bake them in the oven. I did forget to mention that it is 1 egg per box. So if you use 1 box, use 1 egg. If you use 2 boxes, use 2 eggs. If you use 3 boxes, then use 3 eggs. So that is the one precise ingredient that I will say that you need to do is 1 egg per box. So back to the mac and cheese, you want to strain out all the water with a strainer and then pour it into a nice little pan that you can use in the oven. Season the pasta with adobo, garlic powder, onion powder, whatever seasonings that you like to season the macaroni with. I then stir it up a little bit. I add in an egg as well as some evaporated milk. I also add in about half the bag of white cheddar cheese, sharp white cheddar cheese, and half of the bag for the yellow cheddar cheese. So now to make the cheese sauce, I first go in and melt about like a half a stick to a stick of butter. You want to add in a little bit of flour until the butter gets creamy. You want it to be like a creamy consistency. Then go ahead and add your heavy cream. I do use a lot of heavy cream just because I like to have a lot of cheese sauce, and I like my mac and cheese to be cheesy. So if you don't like cheesy, then this recipe is not for you. I add in pepper, I add in adobo, and then I add in a little bit of chicken bouillon as well, and parsley. So then I turn the fire up to medium. I add in sharp yellow cheese and the white sharp cheese. I use like the rest of the bag from earlier, which is like half the bag for each, and then I let it cook down, and then I go ahead and add some more, like another handful of the yellow cheddar cheese, and then another handful of the white cheddar cheese. And you just want it to be thick and creamy. So the sauce should be cheesy, thick, and creamy. This is the only way I like to eat my mac and cheese, okay? If it's not thick and creamy and cheesy, I don't want it. I promise, promise y'all, if you just follow what I'm doing, you guys will be so satisfied. Like, trust me, it's so good. And here I am just adding some more cheese because why not? And you also want to keep on stirring it just so it could be nice and creamy like that. And then go ahead and pour the cheese sauce on top of the macaroni. So I use 4 cheese bags in total. I have 2 yellow cheddar cheeses and then 2 white sharp cheddar cheeses. So I probably used like whole bag for the sauce of each bag, and then the other bag I mixed into the noodles, half of it, and then the other half I'm gonna top the noodles off once I put it in the oven. And then here I am just topping it with cheddar cheese, the rest of the cheddar cheese, that whatever you have left, the yellow and the white. And then top it off with parsley. You can add some paprika, like some smoked paprika is really, really good on top of it. Add a little bit of like smoky flavor. You cover it and then you put it in your oven on 350 until you're ready to eat, or until the macaroni and the cheese is bubbling.
Pay attention.
Hold on, I'm trying to fry the chicken. You want to hold me fry it?
I want one.
Why? Alright, that's good. One more, put right there. Okay, that's good. Now let's cover it back up.
So now we're ready to fry some chicken since all the sides are done and cooking. So here is my seasoned chicken. that I've been marinating, that I'm adding my flour. I'm adding baking powder, cornstarch, and then some seasonings. So I got some celery salt, some garlic powder, onion powder, whisking all that up. Make sure you really coat the chicken and press down the flour into the chicken, and then shake it off as well so you don't have any excess flour. Once you're done coating the chicken, let the chicken sit for like 15 minutes so that the flour can absorb the chicken, and it'll just fry better that way.
Baby, we should hit the south of France, so you could run around without the pants. I put that glacier on your little hand. Now that's the only thing without a tan. My trophy on that bound bike, I gave you only pipe. If people don't hate, then it won't be right. You could look at Kylie, Kendall, Courtney, and Chloe. All your mama ever made was trophies, right? I just wanna take you.
Don't burn yourself.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
It's amazing.
Try the chicken. This boy's still tearing up the chicken. You want some?
Then make them have it. I just try them. I just try this.
You like drinks?
Yeah. Eat it now?
Yeah.
It's getting full. Full. I took the chicken.
Got a little bit of everything. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, I have to go.